My YouTube channel is about sharing the facets of my photographic life. My love of wildlife and landscape photography, tips and techniques that I use, and the creative processes that inform my style. But there's more. Nature study has been a passion of mine ever since I was a young boy, with a bicycle, a backpack and binoculars, riding around my local district looking for birds. My father died when I was 17 and I was given his camera. Later I went on to university to obtain a science degree in zoology and ecology. I never went on to make a career out of that, but that's another story. For the last 10 years of my working life, I made a living as a corporate photographer and videographer. Now, in retirement, I get to follow my own agenda in creative photography and wildlife photography for the love of it and for the fun of it. You just never know what you're going to see in a place like this. For me, wildlife photography is a game of patience, a game of observation and anticipation, a game of preparedness, a game of seizing opportunities. I become absorbed with the game, and when the planets align, satisfying photographs or footage are rewards for the time invested. Sometimes the wild card of sheer luck plays a role. I can't read the mind of an unseen fish. All I can do is point the camera, press record, and hope that Lady Luck smiles occasionally. G'day, I'm Rob Smith and my photography handle is thelensfalcon. This camera has bird recognition technology built into it, which is really good for acquiring focus on a bird in flight. I'm really looking forward to the next upgrade to this camera, which I expect will have MBA technology, and at the press of a button you can make bird appear. I'm really looking forward to that. My handle on 3 social media platforms is thelensfalcon, as a nod to my favourite bird on the planet, its mastery of its medium and its powers of vision and observation. These are qualities that I aspire to as a wildlife photographer. I'm not trying to sell anything. My goal is to share with others tips and techniques that have worked for me in my practice of wildlife photography, and to share wonderful experiences that I've had in the outdoors, observing nature, things of great beauty or things that really impress me about the way animals behave. Another goal of my work is to try to present the imagery that I create in an artistic way. I started out in photography 50 years ago. For decades now I've been a student of the history, the science, the craft and the art of photography. I've been mentored by academic, creative and artistic photographic educators, and I'm an accredited judge of photography. I've judged photography at club level and at national and international salon levels. So please join me on my journey of admiration for nature and the exhilaration of hunting wildlife with a camera. Take from my experience anything that you think might work for you in your practice and ignore the rest. That's what I do. And if you're not a photographer, please join me on the journey anyway. I hope that you enjoy viewing the experiences that I want to share with you. The birds are going to fly straight across the camera's field of view, which means that they're more likely to be in focus. I'll also share some haiku that have been inspired by moments that I've experienced in nature. East Coast Low. Sooty oyster catcher cries, pierce the white noise. Sometimes while I'm photographing wildlife, I compose haiku poetry to fit the moments that I observe. This one occurred to me this morning. Rain-dimpled lake, a dozing black swan blinks in slow motion. Rippled water. The great egret's neck reloads. I'll share insights into my decision-making processes both in the field and before I go out, and how those things inform methods for my creative work. There will be times when I'll be able to explain how I leverage my knowledge of animal behaviour to improve my opportunities for capturing special moments. Much of this stems from my lifelong interest in watching nature and my degree in zoology. I won't be a prolific creator of video content. My process is slow and exploratory. I'm a lucky man. I'm living a photographic life in retirement, and I'm hoping for quality instead of quantity. When I have something that I think is worthwhile sharing, that's when I'll put together a video. A photographer friend of mine says that the first rule of photography is to have fun. The number 2 rule of photography is to have even more fun. And with that in mind, my channel will contain occasional episodes of gratuitous silliness that I hope will entertain you. Look at him go. It's not always about the science and technical planning. Sometimes a purely serendipitous capture in the field can spark creative ideas that prompt further exploration. The photographer Ansel Adams coined the term visualisation. Visualisation is an essential strategy for creative photography, in my opinion. Sometimes I'll talk about how I capture material in the field in particular ways to enable visualised creative executions in the digital darkroom. I think that's covered everything that I wanted to say by way of introduction. So, until I appear in the next episode, please have fun with your photography, and remember, if it moves you, shoot it. Beauty.
Yes, I know. The black-shouldered kite is not a falcon. Falcons are thought to be more closely related to parrots than they are to other raptors.